going on, everybody? Welcome back to the vlog. In this one, we are putting all the finishing touches on this amazing project. We're doing a natural stone, limestone patio here. We're finishing up the fire pit. We're finishing up the deck, so it's gonna be a good one. Make sure you hit subscribe. Stay tuned. Here we are. Woo. Chateau limestone from Yukon Valley Natural Stone. Saw cut, very even consistencies, and I think it's just gonna match beautifully with the Seneca boulders, also from Yukon Valley. Just in this natural setting, I think natural stone was the way to go. What do you think?
I think it's gonna look awesome. Let's go.
Start with the string line across here. Only a little detail we need to think about. Do we want to, since this cuts back towards the bench here a little bit, do we want the border to cut back, or do we want to do like a slight, like sort of double border around here?
How much does it cut back?
Good question. That's a great question. Sometimes it's not about having the best answers. It's about asking the best questions. It's one of those scenarios. Let me get a tape measure. Catherine.
What?
Oh, it's so cool.
It's not stuck, it's just very hard to
Hold on.
grip it with. Like stuck.
Zoom in on, if you zoom in on just that hand spot.
Oh God!
Looks like a Barbie doll. There we go. I'm not gonna put that in there again.
Get a lot of questions when people see our screeding process if we leave the pipes in there. No, we do not. We pull them out, and then those holes get filled with just a little bit more chipstone. So that's what I'm doing now, so we can just continue. I get nothing but spam calls all day.
Take me off your list. Straight line.
It's a straight line, and that's the toughest part of laying pavers, is starting with a nice straight line and getting your layout correct. So we've got that, and we're ready to just go. So let's go.
Okay.
All right. All right, we got pretty much all the full ones down. Does this look funny like this? Probably. And now we're making the cuts around the outside. These are not finished cuts. These are just to get these in place so that we can trace a line around the outside, get our radius cut. Going in pretty good. It's going in pretty good. We're waiting to like really level a lot of these. We're leveling some as we go, but we want to run the compactor over it, get it as close as possible, and then we can make slight adjustments. I think only a few are really going to need some adjustments, but for the most part, it's going down pretty good, and we're moving good, and we got great teamwork happening, and everyone's happy, right?
Yeah. I'm happy. Are you happy?
Yeah. Anyway, we're just gonna keep going on this, making cuts around our perimeter, and then we can get that border going in, and we can also mess with the border around this fire pit. It's gonna be sick. Good job.
Thanks, Sean. You as well.
I appreciate that so much. Thank you.
Okay.
Same shirt. Sick. All right, cool. Tom, why don't you take it away? Show them what we're doing up there.
Give me 30 takes to it.
Oh, hey, what's up, bro? Yo, bro, you ever been in a mosh pit? All right, so up here, we had a little issue with our concrete countertop. We had some little surface cracks going on. So what we decided is we're gonna throw some porcelain tile on top. So right now, we're cutting some 2.5-inch strips that are gonna go all the way around the border to cover the front here. Then we're gonna put some Schluter strips on the edges, and then lay this beautiful gray porcelain tile on top with a nice little 16th-inch gap. What do you think about that?
I think it's gonna look freaking sharp. Yeah, I was playing basketball with these kids at the Y, and they were like it was 2-on-3, but there was 3 of them. One was like 8, and the other 2 were probably like 13 and 14. One kid was like, dude, your crossover is sick.
You went on
It was 3-on-2, and they're so fast.
7-year-olds these days are
They never get tired. They never get tired. They were just zipping around, and then I got so winded, I was like,
yeah, you're not running enough. Well, you're running distance. You
I'm not. I need sprints.
Yeah, you need some suicides. Yep.
It was just cut like one side was supposed to go there, and I already had it oriented that way. Don't worry about it. Can we get the next one? Here. That's a little too big. Damn it!
Oh man!
God!
Dang it!
What? I can't. Hey Tom, did you hear that joke about the set of steps?
No, I didn't.
It was hysterical. All right, well, we got all of our cut pieces in. You can see how we just rough cut all of these pieces to fit in here inside of our border, but beyond our cut line. So, got my stake in here. Put that in there yesterday. If you're gonna work off of a pivot point, make sure it stays in the same location. pretty close, but this is a little irregular. That's kind of kicked out a little far. I think that's good.
Got him.
All right, now we got our line situated. Time to cut it. Cut it out. Remember that Full House?
Oh yeah.
Uncle Danny or whatever.
All right, so we've got our border in. Now we're gonna start working around the fire pit here. So we have a pretty consistent, like 7 to 8 inches around these 3 sides. This side's a little bit bigger, so we're gonna take some of these out and we'll cut a bigger piece to like just where we need it. And then we're going to, instead of doing a sailor course like this, we're gonna do a soldier course. The blocks are turned this way. So you can see we're a little bit far away from that, so we're gonna take up a couple of these, cut some bigger pieces, and you won't even really notice that it's not the same all the way around. You would if we had like little slivers here, so we don't want that. All right, Tom's gonna work on getting the border in here. Me and Kathy are gonna work on this right here. Let's go ahead. Woo! Catherine, they're a little unlevel.
Oh shoot.
We're getting all of our cuts done around the fire pit, and you might notice that one of my arms is really smooth, one of them is not. Lost my fantasy football league again, and this year they decided we'll wax one of your extremities, so they picked this arm, and it actually feels so smooth. So nice. I kind of like it. Anyway, we've got our boulders, and because they're irregular, what we're doing is scribing around all the boulders. We're gonna have mortar filling in the joints here. We're gonna insert our Dante valve right here. So I just have one more to cut in here, and I'll show you how we scribe it. We got this little jig here. We'll put a link to this in our Amazon store. We're going to slide this in exactly where it's gonna go. Boom, just like that. And all I need to do, we'll measure off here. We've got 6 3/4. So I'll make a mark at 6 3/4. And that's where the left side's gonna line up. So just make sure you have it on there square. Lock this. So this is our mark. We just need to cut that. We'll be good to go. There you go. Just like that. See how it fits. Beautiful.
Alright, now that we got all of our border pieces cut and kind of dry laid, I have to go back in and fine tune them and make sure that they're all nice and level and flat and everything is good and where it needs to be. So, all the time lapse. Didn't work.
Not at all.
No.
Here's a little tip for you when you're dealing with a sloped walkway or patio, or really more for walkways, but we need to make sure that our base is a nice consistent slope from our step over to our concrete here. So I've got the string line set up on top of our top tread, which is 6 inches above our finished grade. These are 2 inches thick. Yep. One more. And then I'll also need one more. Okay. So now this is giving us a consistent slope. We need to be 8 inches below our, that over there is set 6 inches above our finished grade. That bottom of the string line there, string line here is 6 inches above our finished grade. So that's gonna follow our slope, whatever it is. And then we can measure off of this string line. And we wanna be, since this is 6 inches above our finished grade and our base layer is 2 inches below finished grade, we need to be 8 inches off of this string line. So let's see where we're at here. We got a little bit more to go here. All right, so what I'll do is let's start getting to our finished grade there so that we can start screeding, and then, you know, we'll get as far as we can till the rest of the screed material comes. How's that sound? All right.
You know what? Somebody had to be the boss, and I'm glad it was you.
Decisive boss. It's a good thing to have. Check this out.
Don't know.
Yes, the people need to know. This is the screeder. So we're using a thinner material here. It's about 1.25 inches. So what I did was make this little jig, 1 inch. That way, with compaction, we're gonna be nice and level with this concrete. Took the screed material, just go just like that. Go all the way along here, and then trowel it out, and you got yourself a nice perfect edge. You don't have to measure every like 2 inches to make sure that you're good.
Trowel it out?
Trowel it out.
She's filthy. She got dirt on her neck, all over her legs.
Oh, I got a big one. Oh, he's swimming away. Oh, there he goes. Wow. Check him out. That's a big one. That's a keeper. Woo! Way to play along with that. I know you didn't want to. Really? All right. Here we are. We've got the majority of these laid. Now what I'm gonna do is mark out our curve. So I've got some PEX piping, nice, easy, pliable pipe there. So I'm laying pavers on it. It's kind of working on this curve on it, nice and smooth, really nice and smooth. Then I'll trace that, I'll cut it in, and then we'll pull a measurement off of that to do the other side. So PEX pipe, little tip for you. that's it for this vlog. We have this project almost wrapped up. You're gonna have to wait for the final walkthrough to see us finish up this countertop, a few little details and some landscaping, but make sure you hit subscribe, stay tuned, and until next time, this has been Premier Outdoor Living.